poppin', y'all? It's your boy, Staz, the Italian Stallion, a.k.a. ESPN Staz, because I'm bringing it to you like a highlight, you feel me? We right here at AZ Way 2 Active with another episode of The Definition of Active. To the side of me, man, I got a super talented artist from the south side of Phoenix, you dig? He been making some waves for some years now out here. A very well-respected and, well-renowned artist out here, you dig? Has some dope records, some fly records, you feel me? I got J-Waves in the building.
Man, that intro was fine, man. Appreciate y'all having me, bro. Appreciate
No doubt,
it,
G.
Yeah,
Yes,
this is
sir.
overdue, too, man. You've been doing your thing for a minute, man, so I'm happy to be here, my guy.
No, I appreciate you for sure, man.
Yeah.
And y'all see, he wearing my favorite jersey, Chicago Bears, you
Come
dig?
on now. Got that Gale joint on, you know what I'm saying?
Gale
if you know, you know.
Sayers.
If you know, you know. That's
Gale
20. That's
Sayers.
22 TDs in the season. You feel
Man,
me? Still
bro.
ain't been broken. Rookie year.
Crazy.
Going nuts, man. We outside, though. Yeah,
Outside.
You know. You be going crazy with the drip, though. I be seeing you with the Jersey game, man. So I'm like, bro, I'm outside. I just got here, so let's make it shake. Let me throw some shit on.
Hell
You feel
yeah.
me?
No, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Salute to the Cardinals and all that. I got love for all them
Yes, sir.
Arizona teams, but
Yes,
first
sir.
and foremost, you dig, it's the Bears
Yeah.
and the Bulls. I talk shit on Facebook all day long and troll about sports. That's what I do on Facebook.
Yeah. How you feeling about the Bulls? Bulls was a little rough this year, man. I thought they was going to do it in the play-in.
Man, I don't want to get started. All I can say is that we
Yeah.
got to it starts from the upper management.
Yeah.
General manager, it starts at the front office.
Yep.
We need to get a perennial all-star that's
Mhm.
consistent. I think we should trade Zach LaVine.
Yeah.
Even though he's a crazy talented,
He is.
big-time scorer, we got to trade him because he's just too inconsistent.
Yeah, very. He
feel
done
me?
busted a lot of my parlays, dog.
Busted
for real.
a lot of
Him and
shit.
DeMar, I ain't gonna lie. DeMar,
Yeah.
he was going crazy last season, I feel like. And this season, it was just a little lackluster. So
Yeah, man.
I had to leave DeMar off the tickets, man. I said,
No, for real.
Yeah. Yep,
Crazy.
Yep.
Hopefully we got it next season. But anyway, man, J-Waves in the building, y'all.
Yes, sir.
It's a pleasure to have you in here, man.
My God.
To get started, man, obviously this is AZ Way 2 Active, man. First and
Yep.
foremost, we tailor this towards Arizona, man. So for all the AZ people that's watching and that don't know you already, where did you come up out here? What area of the city did you grow up in?
Man, bro, straight from Arizona, straight from Phoenix, south side to be exact. Grew up on 24th Street and Baseline. Before it's the 24th Street and Baseline that you see today.
Okay.
22nd Street in Euclid. Lived on 7th Avenue, Dobbins, 16th Street in St. Charles. So I bounced around a lot, man. I moved a lot, but just in different pockets of the south side, man. But yeah, that's home for me, man. After this interview, that's exactly where I'm going. I'm pulling up on my uncle's house on 24th Street in Rosa. So I'm headed right over there, like after this interview. So yeah, man, that's south side raised me, man. Shout out to the side, man. I do it for the side. Yeah.
Facts, man. Shout out to the whole SS, man.
Yeah, double S.
They got, I think personally right now, man, they got some of the most, dopest MCs
Man.
coming out of there.
Yeah, we've been super slept on, man. But it's like right now, it's going crazy. I feel like it's a lot of people like carrying the torch. Like I know Young Sweep just hit me last week.
Mm-hmm.
We tapped in. I know Baby Tron going crazy out there.
Mm-hmm.
When I was young, I came up under like Judge the Boss. You feel me? So that's what I was listening to as a kid, 14. His tapes used to be in like the little hair stores, like on the south side. You go in the Mid K, they had a Judge the Boss like mixtape, bro. I'm 14. Mom getting some hair supplies. I'm getting a do rag and. You get a Judge CD all at the same, like all in the same purchase, man. So he been grinding for a long time, but yeah, myself, it's a lot of people that's repping the side like in a beautiful way, man. So that's how I like to see it. 1,000%. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you already know.
Judge the Boss, that's the homie, bro. Salute,
Yeah.
man. I'm trying to get him up here. He said he down to come up here, but motherfuckers be busy. And
Yeah,
shit.
man. Yeah. Shit, I know we was trying to lock this in, man. So I know how the scheduling shit goes. So it gets crazy, but I'm glad we're here though, for sure.
Hell yeah, facts. So as far as the music goes, bro, like when did you start making music, bro?
Man, so honestly, man, I've been like writing since I was young. It started when I was probably like around like maybe like 9 years old. I used to write raps, like listening to Ludacris, listening to Fab, Eminem, artists like that when I was younger. Started doing that, and then I recorded my Uncle House, who I just mentioned, I recorded my first record like when I was 14 years old and had it on a sidekick with a memory card. I used to play it for people. But of course I couldn't get in the studios. It was like, too expensive. I ain't had bread like that. But I would say like when I really started taking music seriously was probably like around 17, 18. So that's when I really started trying to put out projects, record, and we try to do shit our own way. But it all started around that time frame, you feel me?
Got you.
Yeah.
Bet. And speaking of, coming up, just from doing my research and just kind of following, being I wouldn't say following, being in the scene for so many years and
Yeah.
whatnot. I've noticed obviously that you got a very, close bond and connection with, Will Claye,
Yeah.
Don P,
Yep.
and Mitch,
Yep.
aka Money Making Mitch.
Money making Mitch.
Feel me?
Shout out.
Uh, if you can, man, dive in and explain, how y'all like clicked up. Like, did y'all grow up together?
1,000%.
Like, how
Yeah,
that all
yeah.
came up?
I can break that down, man. So it's really been a long journey for real. So like Mitch and Don, I went to middle school with them. So we all went to middle school together. In 7th grade, that's when I met Don, met Mitch, and then we was kids, whatever. And then my freshman year of high school, I went to Mountain Point, and that's when I met Will. Will went to Mountain Point. He played football. He was doing track and all that back then. But they even knew all of each other. Like they knew each other before I even met them. So they knew each other since they was like 10. But even though it's a couple years later, but yeah, we just kind of gravitated when we was kids, and then as we got older, like Mitch, Don, myself, my bro Claye, a couple other people, like we started doing music out of my boy Mitch house. So he had a crib in Levine, and his mom had a little closet, bro, and I remember I had a couple little gold chains back in the day, so I sold my gold chains. Mitch had a couple of dollars. We went to Guitar Center, and then just got like some basic studio equipment, bro. And then Mitch started learning how to record us, and then me and Don would rap, and Mitch was making beats, and yeah. And then Will would come. He was in college, so Will would come back from college like during Christmas, and he always loved music, so he would come to the studio and fuck around when he could. But he's always been musically gifted as well. But yeah, we just always had kind of like that close brotherhood, like stayed in touch, and then as we got older, I felt like the bond just got stronger. So your circle kind of gets smaller when you get older, but at the same time, you just find out like who really rocking, like who locked in, and you tap in with them. You just like, yo, I see what you on. I'm on the same type time. Like, let's bust it down. Let's make something happen. And we just kind of just kept building and just grinding through the mud together, bro. And niggas start bubbling and some more stuff. So, but we all still here. I talk to my bros all the time. At least once, twice a week. Schedules is crazy. People got kids and families and all that, but we still all the way locked in. But yeah, we've been tight, bro, since we've been kids. You know what I mean? I just turned 31, so we just from 12 to 31, it's been almost two decades, 20 years, man. It's just crazy. So, but yeah, we still thugging though for sure.
Hell yeah. And they all from the South Side too.
Yeah, so Don from the South Side, Will grew up on 16th Street, Baseline, between Baseline and South Mountain. Mitch is originally from Houston, you know what I mean? But he originally from Houston, but he grew up in Levine and like in Phoenix. So yeah, but he always had, he was always on the South Side pulling up. So, dope. But he didn't like essentially grow up on the side, but he always was right there with us. But he from Houston though, so he'll rep that Houston tough if you ask him. You know what I'm saying? He in Houston right now, so yeah, he in the H.
Hell yeah. Shout out Mitch, man. If you ever in the city, man, let's get you here, bro.
We're going to get him here. We're going to get him here,
we
man.
Gotta get Mitch on the show.
When he pulled through the city, man, we're going to make it happen. I'm going to make sure that gets done. I got you on
bro.
that. Yeah, easy.
Blessings for sure.
You already know.
Yeah. So, speaking of them, man, Desert Water Seltzer.
Yeah.
You feel me? That is something, that's a business that y'all teamed up on.
Correct, yeah.
For the people that don't know, explain what that is.
Absolutely.
And where they could find it if they want it.
Okay, yeah. So pretty much Desert Water Seltzer, it's pretty much a healthier seltzer, like a healthier alternative, sweetened with agave, got prickly pear in it from the city, the fruit off the cactus, lime, no added preservatives, nothing that's some BS for your body. So we wanted to make a seltzer that was like kind of upper echelon, but also had a great taste to it. So that kind of just came up, like it was a play that we kind of put together in 2019 where we was like, yo, we want to put out a drink, but something that like we can still drink and not feel bad about drinking it. Like I don't want to be drinking it and be like, damn, I feel guilty, I'm too drunk, or it's gonna mess up my body, I'm gonna get fat some more time, what I mean, all of that. So we kind of banded together, went through a lot of different taste tests. We got some partners in California, so that's where we originally launched it, was in California.
Yeah.
So we launched it in California, I want to say 2022, last year. So it's really been like a year process. So it feels longer than that with all like the taste testing and the samples and figuring out the labels, and we want a big can, do we want a small can, slim can, what we wanted, etc. But right now it's in California, but we are looking to have it hopefully by like the fall, winter time, like in Arizona. So we just partnered up with a marketing company that's gonna kind of like spread us out to a couple more stores and distributors, places like that. So we definitely big on business, entrepreneurship, getting that out the mud. But yeah, it's a fire itself, so I can't wait for y'all to taste it. I'm gonna make sure when it's in the city, I'm gonna make sure y'all got it.
Yeah, we need
in the lab. We gonna need it here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No Modelo's, no Trulies, none of that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get like everything we need right here, man. So, we gonna get it locked in. But that's pretty much that business, man. It's just Desert Water. It's it's just kind of all intertwined. I had a project called Desert Water in 2019, and we all kind of loved the name so much, from the project, and we was like, yo, this is fire. Yeah. And then we just kind of was like, yo, let's do the label, let's do the drink. The label was first. It was a tape, then it was a label, then it was a drink. And then Will had called me like, bro, he was like, what if you think we call this seltzer Desert Water? I'm like, yo, that's fire. Like,
makes
I think
sense.
it makes sense. I'm like, bro, we from the city, we from the desert. Like, we drink a lot of water. It's based off of water, of course. It's a water-based seltzer. So, it was just a perfect lineup, man. And then, God willing, everything worked. You feel me?
Hell yeah. Yeah. Facts. And y'all had the launch out in L.A.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that. I seen like YG came through.
Yeah. Super Bowl weekend last year when it was in L.A. So, it felt like the perfect timing. We like, bro, everybody about to be in the city for Super Bowl. At that time, I was living in L.A. Mitch was living in L.A. Will was in Cali too, and then Don was still, he was still in Phoenix. But we was like, yo, we just gonna like put together our own event. Let's launch it. Like everybody had Super Bowl parties, but we was like, yo, we just gonna make it kind of free for the public. Come through, get faded, get some food, hear some music, and Super Bowl weekend, man. Yeah, we sent it up. So I wish we could have did it this past year, but like logistics is crazy, man. We're trying to like line it. It was a lot of work doing it last year, and I wasn't like physically in Phoenix this year until after Super Bowl.
Gotcha.
But it was a little tough doing it this year. But we're gonna make sure we do like a right event in the city, because anything that we try to do, we try to make sure we put pride into the city and what we're doing in Arizona. Like first and foremost, you know what I mean. That's always the foundation for anything we do, even when we out of town, out of the country, whatever. Like I make sure when people meet, you know what I mean. Yeah, where you from? Da da da. Like I was in Bermuda. Dude was like, what you got all these clothes on? Where you from? You from Philly? I was like, nah, man, I'm from Phoenix. He like, Phoenix?
You said Philly?
Yeah, I said, nah, I ain't from Philly. You know what I mean? I ain't even got a Philly beard or none of that. I got some cats from Philly. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
You feel me? But I'm like, man, I got to make sure anywhere that I go that they know that this is what Arizona look like, what it feel like. This is what it is, because it's a lot of misrepresentation with Arizona, I feel like, on a certain level when it comes to, art and music and certain things. And it's a lot of, like, dope individuals that kind of get overlooked. So when I'm outside, I got to make sure you know where I'm from. Like I got to stand on that. Like, nah, like I told you, I got family in Indiana. I got this Bears jersey on. I rock with the city. I rock with the Windy City. You know what I mean? All day, But I'm from Phoenix, though. I'm from Phoenix,
Of course.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Facts. That's what's up, man. And, y'all heard him. Bro was in Bermuda, y'all. A lot of y'all don't even know where that's at.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, we bouncing around.
Bermuda, that's an island, y'all, in the ocean.
Yeah, middle of nowhere.
For y'all slow-ass motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, straight up.
That's
straight
hard,
up.
bro.
Yeah,
that's super
you,
dope.
Thank
so, speaking of Desert Water, so you mentioned Desert Water Records.
Yeah.
So that's the label. Is that all of y'all only on the record label, or did Mitch start that, or did y'all just collectively start that? Or
Man, so Mitch was originally signed to 400.
Yeah,
so,
the YG.
Yeah, it's signed to YG. You know what I mean? Shout out YG. Shout out 400. But yeah, so Mitch came up making beats, man. He was making beats. I'm gonna let him tell his story when he come up here for sure.
Yeah.
But making beats in the city, and he ended up doing a record for YG in 2013 called "I Don't Give a Fuck." And that kind of like propelled him from there. He had to grind for a couple years after that record just to get sturdy for real.
Yeah.
But he ended up getting sturdy. Ended up getting that bag up. Building his name up, and moving out to LA and getting it. But Desert Water Records was more so formed with me, Don, and Will.
Okay.
So we kind of just pioneered that. I had a lot of label meetings coming up, man. Just just bouncing around, you know what I mean? Getting some opportunities, going through some doors, going to New York, going to Cali.
Wow.
Of course I didn't sign with none of them, but I got, I at least got to like go to some of those meetings and see what they was about and get a lot of game and a lot of information. So, same thing with Will, same thing with Don. And when it came down to just forming, something together, we like, look, bro, we keep shopping stuff to labels. Like, let's do the cash money way. Let's do the no limit way. Like, let's get it out the mud. Let's do something. And yeah, we ended up doing the label together, man. And we formed that in like 2020, like during the pandemic. We like, bro, let's put it on the flow. Let's try to make something happen. And that's what we ended up doing,
That's hard. That's super dope. Shout out to Desert Water Records, man. Shout out to
guy.
Will Claye,
Yeah.
Don P, man. Hopefully we can get all y'all up on here, you feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Tell
sir.
y'all individual stories too, you feel me?
Most definitely, yeah.
'Cause,
I can't take from the sauce and like tell their stories. I gotta let them, you know what I mean? Let them do their thing. But yeah, definitely, the bond like that, we tied in. So but yeah, they'll be up here, you know what I mean, chopping game and getting right with you and just putting that on wax.
No, facts, bro. Yeah. Facts. So I want to focus now on the the collab project with you and Daily Finesse. You dig? Yeah. Keep the cameras rolling.
Keep the cameras rolling out right now on all streaming platforms. Shout out my man Daily Finesse. Yeah, man, that was a project that came together so organically, man. That was probably one of my most fun. That was probably like the most fun I had making a project. Out of like I got a lot of projects on DSPs on streaming platforms, but I met Daily in Phoenix a couple years back, and Daily started coming to Cali, and I moved to Cali in like in the beginning of January 2020. I moved to Cali, so Daily would come out to Cali and he would book these sessions. And I met Daily through the homie Weston. You know what I mean? The homie
Young Weston, salute to him.
Yeah, shout out Young Weston, man. That's my dog for real, for real. We solid. We've been rocking for years too. And he introduced us at a show. We had a show. It was me, Don, Will, and Mitch. We had a show on the West Side. And we did the little show or whatever. And then I met Daily there. And we kind of chopped game, did a record. And then he would come to Cali. And then he would be tapping in with me all the time. Like, hey, bro, I'm in the city, bro. Like, pull up on me, da-da-da. But I had met bro just once, you feel me?
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I don't really be doing like the pull up on cats.
I don't know this guy.
Yeah, I don't really know him. And he was persistent though. He was like always in Cali, and he'd be at Bootleg Kev studio just cooking for a whole week. He like, man, I'm at Kev studio all week.
Yeah.
Pull up on me. I'm like, damn, I love to record. Like, I called one of my homies from Philly up who live in Cali too. Shout out my boy Keem Gretzky. And I'm like, bro, slide me over here to this session. I gotta like see what's good, And I think I pulled up. I know Jay was over there, Drip Moolah. You feel me? He was over there.
Yep.
In the studio with Daily, and then he had a record playing. I think Maj was in there. The homie Tony Chalk. I know Chalk for years.
Salute Tony.
He was engineering the session, and then we did the first 30-day run. That was the first record me and Daily did in the studio together.
Yeah.
And we did the record, and it was super solid. Like I'm like, all right, bro, vibing. We taking shots, we sipping down.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, bro, like bro, smooth, he cool. And he just kept coming to Cali, just like working. And I would just slide on him. He like, bro, what you want? I'm in the studio. I'm like, bro, I'm going to pull up. I push up, and we would just cut records. And I'm like, bro, every time we cut these records, it'd be so easy. So we would always talk about, like, bro, we need to just do a little tape together. We'd talk about it. And then, I was like, bro, I'm about to be in Arizona for the holidays because I normally come through for, like, Christmas or, my pops be there or whatever. And I'm like, let's just do the tape for the holidays. And I'm like, bro, I'm gonna hit the homie Enzo up. Let's book some sessions. And we just finna get Dummy Don Julio.
Yeah.
We finna pull up these beats, bro. I said, don't write nothing at the crib. I'm like, I ain't gonna write nothing. I said, let's just do everything on the spot, bro.
Yeah.
And then we did the whole tape in 4 days, bro.
Facts.
4 days, you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
So, yeah, that's what he said. Waves and Daily and 4. You feel me? Like Sons and 4. Waves and Daily and 4, man. So we did the whole tape in 4 days, man. And it just came together smooth. And Rich was at the session. He was just chilling, vibing. I'm like, bro, you got something for this? He like, yeah, I got a little something. I'm like, bro, get on the hook. Bro, get on the hook. Corey pulled up to a session. He like, bro, I got this beat. Do-do-do-do.
Eagle
Boom.
Man.
You feel me? Yeah, got Daily right for that Say You Will record. That's produced by Corey. So we just was knocking out them sessions, bro. Like every night, I got footage of Daily falling asleep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was passing out, bro, eating Jack in the Box at 2 in the morning and all that. You feel me? But that's how we kind of did the project, bro. It was just kind of like an overdue thing, and we wanted to tap in. And I felt like our chemistry was so good on records. I'm like, bro, let's just knock it out. Like, let's not even overthink it and just do it. Like, I hate getting caught up in rollouts and, let's do it this way, let's do it. I'm like, fuck all that, bro. Let's just pull up and cut, bro. Let's just have fun with it. And we just have fun with it, bro.
Hell yeah.
For real, yeah.
I could tell from the way the project sounds, you feel me?
Most definitely.
It just flows smoothly, you feel me?
No, appreciate it. Thank you, bro.
And, we was talking off camera, bro. Like, I was telling you, like, you know, and this is no disrespect to anybody, you feel me? But I was saying like, the Larry Junes and the, the artists that's really, going crazy with that, that smooth player shit, the Cardo type sound. They it's an influence in a lot of artists to want to do that shit. You feel
No, for
me?
sure. Absolutely.
To be a yee to be a type of a Larry June, artist, Sakatimi, they want to ride, they want to have those type of beats and all that.
No, for
and
sure.
Y'all could for sure do that, man. Everybody got the freedom to do that, but I feel like sometimes artists don't, they doing it just because it's not natural, bro.
Yeah, they gotta have that originality.
It's not original, bro. And like you Daily, and some others, bro, have been really, making it, flow original. You feel me? Making it natural. You feel me?
No, 1,000%. And that's one thing we always try to do too, man. Is just be real and be who you are.
Yeah.
Like I didn't seen a lot, bro, but I can't really like cap on records. Like I done sold bricks and I was hanging out of windows, busting nigga shits up and that's not really like my speed or or I ain't knocking nobody who did none of that. I ain't promoting no violence in no way neither. On that type of time, you feel me? But it's just like, man, I like to I like to drive old schools, I like to buy kicks, I like to chill at the beach, eat eat a sandwich, light up a a fly ass cigar. Sip some nice, nice little drinks, some champagne, bro. Keep it smooth.
It's life.
Chill with a beezy, and just keep it pushing. We can go get some sushi, go hike, bro.
Hell yeah.
Whatever you about, 6 a.m. I'll be at the mountain, if y'all want to go on a little hike, babe, just tap my line, bang my line. You feel me?
Yeah,
we out here. Yeah,
hell yeah.
1,000%.
Hell yeah. It's just your life, bro. You feel me? And it sounds natural. And it sounds like you're not bullshitting just because it's like, yo, I'm talking about what I'm doing.
Exactly.
This ain't no fake shit. Like, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go sip some champagne on the beach with a bad bitch. You feel me?
And I feel like the energy that you put out on records is what you get back. You know what I mean? It's like if you own that and that's what you want, like, niggas will approach you with that. Like, you don't hear no weird shit happening with Larry June because he not on that. Like, he like, bro, I'm taking care of my son, eating these oranges, like, you feel me? Like, taking these supplements, bro, like, I'm out the way, like, I'm good, I'm cool, you feel me? So, niggas want to rah-rah all the time. It's like, if you rah-rah, you better rah-rah for real.
Yeah.
Because them niggas gonna come see if you really about that rah.
Pull up with the stick and bust at the ops.
Yeah,
shit,
bro, it's like, you got to stand on that. Like, words is powerful. Like, niggas hear that shit and they be like, bro, you really mean that? They gonna come see. And, like, I know real steppers for real. You feel me? And, like, and they gonna step when they gonna step. So, it's like, I don't want to just be on records or, you know what I mean? Or for anybody out there, it's like, bro, don't talk about what you living for real. You know what I mean? If you... At that, you know what I mean? If you working at Subway trying to get it out the mud, bro, rap about making them sandwiches.
Hell yeah.
Getting it out the mud, bro. Making sandwiches 10 a.m. You know what I mean? Whatever you got to do, bro. Just, just get it right.
Real.
Yeah, get
and
it.
You working
be real.
To support yourself
exactly,
and your
family. Bro. There's nothing weird about that, bro. That's respectable, bro. Take care of your family. Take care of your kids. Take care of your business, bro. Easy.
Facts. Hell yeah.
That's it.
So I wanted to touch on on a few records on a project. You mentioned a lot of athletic references. John Wall, I hit it with the ISO.
Yeah.
Roger Staubach.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
You feel me? Like
Dallas Cowboy legend, man. Come on now.
42 Jerry Stackhouse.
Hey, you know what I mean? Hey, you gotta know about North Carolina legend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
I'm big on sports. I like to throw that in the mix for the people that like pay attention. You know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Stas, you on your shit because you peep game on it. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you play sports coming up at all?
Man, somewhat, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. Like I did track, man. I tried to hoop. Hoop dreams got deflated. I wasn't Jahi. You know what I'm saying? I know Jahi.
Really?
Yeah, I know Jahi, bro. Jahi don't probably even know this story, man. They had a basketball tournament, bro, when I was like 14 at a Pilgrim Rest. And I remember I was up there with my boy Tariq, you know what I mean? Pusha T. And I was out there, bro, and we got to the semifinals of the round of the tournament.
Was this club ball?
No, this was like a hoop it up. It's kind of like a hoop it up tournament.
Oh, okay.
But this was like back in the day though. Yeah, it wasn't no AAU stuff. So shout out Team AZ and all of them. But I remember I had to guard Jahi in this tournament. This is before I knew who Jahi was. But I kind of heard about him, bro, and he didn't even go to our church. Like, the tournament was for people who went to the church.
Oh, for sure, okay.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't even go to our church. He didn't go to Pilgrim Rest. You feel me? But they was there because they had, like, iPod. It was like the iPod that just came out. You know what I mean? So they had, like, Adidas Pro models and iPods and, duffel bags they was giving away. And man, that boy was out there working me on that cement, man. Shout out to the job, bro. He was shifty at that age.
Yeah.
He was shifty like that, and I was like, bro, I'm in the wrong business, dog. This ain't for me. You got me getting embarrassed out here in front of the Lord and the whole congregation, man. You feel me? I'm gonna have to join the choir after this. Shout out to the choir too, though. Shout out to God. You feel me? But yeah, man, that's like, so sports for me. I always been a fan of it. Just like I said, more so track and basketball. I never really did the football. I wanted to play football, but I just, I was like, when I got to a certain age, man, I was, moving around too much, bro. I wasn't really in the books and in school how I should have been at that moment. I read a lot of books and do a lot of stuff now, but back then, bro, I wasn't even thinking like that. So, I was at all the games, all the popping basketball games, all the football games. I was there, but I wasn't on the field. I was in the stand trying to look fly, eating nachos, trying to talk to a shorty, bro, chilling with the homies in the parking lot with the Impalas and trunk beating. You know what I mean? That's what I'm like, bro, y'all in the locker room. I'm finna be in the parking lot. I'm gonna catch you after the game, and bro, you killed them tonight, bro. That's where I was at. You know what I'm saying during that time, man. But I love sports. I watch sports all the time, man. All of it. So golf, tennis, not too much hockey, but somewhat hockey. You know what I mean? Football, basketball. I'm crazy on it. So
that's hard.
Yeah, I don't miss too much. You know what I mean?
All that shit, bro.
Yeah, but I'm glad you picked them references though. I like to sprinkle it in my rhymes though, like for people who know, like not a lot of people gonna know who Roger Staubach is. You feel me?
Yeah, it's cold,
that
bro.
42, they ain't like off that 42 in Dallas like I'm Stackhouse. Like, if you know, you gonna pick it up because we go to Houston, we go to Dallas, we gonna sit right. But if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop the gem in there. If you pick up, you pick up. If you don't, we'll catch you next time we swing around the block. You feel me? So yeah.
Hell yeah. And salute to Jahi, man, once again.
Shout out Jah, man.
We had him. I had him up here last year. You feel me?
Yeah, I peeped game. I seen it.
Shit, bro. Like, I grew up with him, bro.
Okay,
since I was like in elementary school.
Damn, that's tough.
Playing basketball with him and shit, man. Like multiple people brought him up, man, just because obviously he's one of the greats to ever come out of here. You feel me?
Nah, for sure. He was different, bro. He was different,
bro. Different. But that's dope, bro. That's dope. So I wanted to get into another record off of the project, bro, that really caught my attention. The last record on the project, Gotta Film This.
Gotta film this, man.
So, correct me if I'm wrong. I got it in my notes here. You said I hit tone like how I ain't make top 10.
Yeah.
I probably could have signed with Kev, but I ain't make shit spin. I probably could have signed with Rich, but ain't shit stick.
Yep.
I probably could have signed with Nas, but I ain't handle my shit. Talk about, if you want to dissect each one of those one at a time. Man. Let's start with the tone. Man. I hit Tone. Was this some bullshit list or what?
No, I mean, shout out Tone. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Tone first and foremost. He do a lot in the city. You know what I mean? He always know how to stir the pot, man. And, he been doing that for years and just giving his honest opinion. But, yeah, man, I remember, the list that came out, and I was on Facebook. I never get on Facebook. And I think it was, a live stream that was going on. And I ended up just, putting something on the live stream, bro, I ain't make top 10, because it always get people woofing, people sending me the list, everybody doing all that, and I've never been crazy about no list, no way. I'm like, bro, you don't get paid off the list, if you doing numbers for real, you doing numbers, and that's all that matter, whether you doing numbers in the street, whether you doing numbers at your job, whether you doing numbers on the charts, if you doing it, you doing it. I don't need no validation from nobody, we really get dubs, that's what it is, you feel me? But what I wanted to do when I was writing the record, I had to put it on wax. I know I'm top 10. You feel me? If you asking me, I'm top 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not 2. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? So, when I wrote that record, I wanted to kind of just put a lot on wax because, Daly had a Say You Will record where he got off and did his own solo record, and I had my own solo record. I'm like, but I gotta make sure they feel me with the pen and know where I'm coming from. So I wanted we can dissect it, man. Them is all true lines on everything I'm saying. So he fuck with the project though. He fuck with Keep the Cameras Rolling. He did a little review. Not no little. I'll be using that word too much. He did a review. You feel me? Nothing little about nothing we doing. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was definitely rocking with it, bro. So he had a lot of good things to say about it, and he always been stand up, bro. Whenever I seen him, I used to chop with him up at Power when he was at Power.
Yeah.
I didn't know Tone for a while, man. So he's solid dude.
Yeah.
Solid dude the long way,
man.
Yeah.
Shout
out.
Be a good dude, man. For sure.
Yeah, on me. Yeah. Yep. So you want me to break down the other lines too?
Then you said I could have signed with Kev. You talking about Bootleg Kev?
Kev, yeah, man. I feel like I never really broke down these lyrics yet to nobody, at all. But I felt like when I was in Cali, I would go to Kev's studio, time to time. And I remember the first time I met Kev was in his studio. And he was like, yo, you Jay Waves? I'm like, yeah, bro. Like, you like, man, bro, like, I fuck with your shit. Like, you tough. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, that's, this Bootleg Kev. I know who I know exactly who he is. Like, that's, that's coming from somebody who kind of, like, made it up out the city and has a name that holds weight. So I'm like, man, that's tough. And I was coming around, and, at this time, I feel like, Kev was, really rocking with, Alexis, rocking with Markel Del Juan. Shout out Markel. And at that time, he was really trying to press daily at that time. And I felt like, he was rocking with me at that time too. Like he was like, man, like what y'all doing? Like who you rocking with? Who you signed with somebody? What you doing? I'm like, nah, man. But I'm independent in my mind. I'm like, yo, yeah. I'm with my dogs. You feel me? We trying to get it out the mud. Like I really ain't trying to entertain too much on nothing. Yeah. But that's kind of where it was with Kev. Me and Kev got a solid relationship. He didn't shout it out Desert Water. The sales to the label. Like Kev a good person, bro. I done been with him on multiple occasions, bro. He's a solid dude, solid individual. But yeah, that's why I wanted to put it in there. I feel like shit. We ain't make it spin though. You feel me?
You could have if you wanted to. But
yeah, I think we could have made it happen for sure. Like I'll tell Kev that like at a certain point in time, I'm like, yo, when we was like really clicking and he was, doing Ready Set the label. Yep. His label that he got going on, like he was trying to do talent and do his whole thing. So, yeah, like that's where that was at.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you said I could have signed with Rich. Who's Rich?
Rich is Richie Evans.
Richie Evans. Okay.
Shout out Richie.
TEA.
TEA. Shout out Richie Evans. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my guy too. Like so, I met Rich probably in 2019, and it was the kind of craziest way I met somebody ever. Like not even like crazy, but he just hit me up on the DMs. He like, yo, like I didn't know who Rich was since I was a kid. Juice. You feel me? Like the game and all that. So like he hit me. And he like, yo, bro, I really, like, he played I had a tape called For the Side. He like, yo, I really fuck with this For the Side album. Like, come chop with me. Like, come holler. I'm like, shit, all right, So I pulled up on him. And, we just, like, chilling, you know what I mean? Taking Henny shots. I don't even drink Henny. But Rich drink Henny. He drink brown.
You drink that dark for sure.
He drink that brown, man. So I'm taking shots, like, getting faded off my ass off Henny. I don't even drink Henny. So I'm getting faded with, Rich. And, at that time, Rich was like, yo, let's try to make something go. Like, what we trying to do? What we doing? And I'm like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, holla at me. Let me know what's up. Because, I always respected Rich. I respect the way he move and I respect the way he carry himself. As a boss out here in the city, man, he really doing numbers right now. He doing his thing. He in his bag right now. He going crazy. I seen that was at the club last night, bro. I just flew into town, so I've been out the way. I'm like, bro, I got to unpack. I got a solid, you know what I'm saying, in a brown paper bag. I'm about to eat after this and all that. I'm trying to get on my health shit.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man. Me and Rich, we still holler. You know what I mean? We send records back and forth. We had several studio sessions. And I know he's doing his TEA thing for sure. And I for sure rock with them. I rock with their camp. You know what I mean? Shout out Tony. You know what I mean? Like shout out a lot of people like within the whole TEA movement. But yeah, like we was on the flow. Like bro was trying to. You know what I mean?
Really trying to do something.
Yeah, we was really trying to do something, man. So like when I made that record, I'm like, yeah, bro, this is what's going on. I want to let y'all know, like, hold on, like, I ain't just, yeah, like, we really make moves, and, the connections and the relationships is sturdy for real, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last one, you said you could have signed with Nas.
Man.
What was that about? You could have signed with Nasir Jones, bro.
Nasir Jones, man. Yeah, so, one of my first kind of, like, big label meetings that I had in my life was with Mass Appeal Records, so.
Okay.
Mass Appeal Records, they currently got Davies on their roster. I want to say Killer Mike. I don't know if he's still under Mass Appeal. But
Bodie James is on there.
Bodie James, yeah. So, like, they got a roster over there. So, the vice president of A&R had reached out to me. Was like, yo, I heard your tape. Like, this shit fire. Like, we trying to get you out here to New York. So, at this time, man, I think I'm hustling. Like, Mitch is living in L.A. I'm taking the Greyhound bus from Arizona, from Phoenix over there on Buckeye. Shooting to downtown LA, like working with him on records and shit. Staying at his crib for weeks on end, just meeting people in LA, moving around. And I'm like, yo, I woke up, I'm like, yo, bro, like, these niggas at Mazapil just hit me up. He like, bro, that's hard. Like, you need to get out there, like, go see what they talking about. So, fast forward, I ended up going down there with my cousin Rail. He from New York. Or, he from the city. He from Phoenix, from the south side. But he was living in New York for some years. And then we went down to New York, man. Had the first meeting with him. And then I ended up coming back like 6 months later, and I had a meeting with his brother Jungle, Nas's brother Jungle, and the vice president of Mass Appeal Records is a cat named Askia. Shout out Ski. I don't think he with Master Pill no more. But yeah, man, at that time, bro, it was just, I don't know if I was really in the space to like make that jump, like at that very moment. And that's why I kind of say on the record, like I probably could have signed with Nas, but I ain't handled my shit. Like, I was there. I was in the offices, in the studios, playing records, talking numbers, talking all of that. You know what I mean? Like playing certain records for Jungle, for Nas's brother that he ain't here. I personally never met Nas, you know what I mean? But I done been to the headquarters, you feel me? Done chop game with his brother, Jungle QB. And yeah, man, that's just, I done been some places, man, like God willing. Shout out to God. I'm big on that too. He definitely like allowed me to like go places and see things and have experiences and learn about a lot of stuff. I'm real big on taking opportunities or lessons and applying them to my life and just being like, yo, this is what it is, but also being transparent. Like, I don't mind telling y'all, like, I could have signed with Nas for real.
Hell
like,
yeah.
It ain't nothing light about it. Yeah, it's my life, yeah, bro. But I want to tell people what I can, on what's going on and where we at with everything. You feel me?
Yeah, and music is the best. Sometimes it's the best therapy and the best way to get shit off your chest.
Absolutely.
And talk your shit without sounding, on Facebook, on Instagram, typing paragraphs.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, I
did
this, all that bullshit.
Yeah, I like to put it on wax, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
Put it on wax, for sure.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's dope, man. That's dope, for sure.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Experience provides the best lessons, bro. The best game, knowledge.
1000%, bro. I couldn't agree more, man. That's it. Yep. On that.
Hell yeah, for sure. That's dope as fuck. So anyway, man, we about to wrap it up pretty soon, man. I wanted to ask you, man, the Marina, man.
The Marina.
It's a new project, solo project you got coming out.
Solo project, the Marina.
What can we expect from that project, man?
Man, I'm really hype on the Marina, man, because it's I feel like it's one of my smoothest projects I've ever kind of cultivated. Just with getting everything kind of just put together. I wanted something real smooth, and like the whole name came from when I was living in California, bro, I would go by the ocean a lot. Like my name Waves, bro. I like the water. That's not why they call me that. You know what I mean? But they call me that because I had waves when I was a kid and all that. I got braids and some more stuff now. But the Marina would kind of be like my therapy place. Like that's where I would just go to the ocean, man, and just kind of vibe out, bro. Have a little towel in my car, pull up in my beam, drop the top, hop out. Like I said, bro, just pour up a little drink, turn on the Bluetooth or turn it off and just hit the water, and it kind of take me to a smooth place. Like therapy for me. Like I ain't about to go see a therapist or, like you said, I ain't about to get on Facebook or, talk crazy on my story. I just go out there, free my mind, bro. To me, like the ocean is like the closest place you can get to God. You know what I'm saying? Like that's me. When you like right there at the edge of, you know what I mean? You're at the edge of the land. Like it don't go no further than that. It go further, but when you're there, it can't go no further. And it's just constantly moving. So, yeah, I started working on the Marina, man, and I was kind of working on it around the same time we was doing Keep the Cameras Rolling. So I've had it done for a minute, but I just got some smooth features on there. Got my boy Jalil Vibe on there, Rich the Gift. Got a crazy record with Will on there. Who else I got on there? My boy Keem Gretzky. So I don't got too many crazy features on there, but it's clean and concise and to the point, and it's just a crazy way, man. Like when you hear the music, like I'm real big on like musicianship and jazz and just the foundation of a lot of stuff. So I wanted to make sure like the musicality side of everything was first and foremost, and that the instrumentations was all there, and you could really vibe. If you want to light up, you want to drink, you want to just chill, read a book, you want to, you know what I mean, hop in the whip, slide through traffic, you can do all of that to it, man. But it's a place of peace, man. It's a place of peace and just positivity, man. So yeah, that's what's going on right there for sure.
Hell yeah. Shit, man. When can we expect the project to come out?
Man, I'm probably about to start mixing this week. I just got back to the city. I've been tied up, man. I've been OT. I got another business. I ain't plugged it out here yet. But I'm gonna have to get y'all right. So I got a business called Wave Prep that I had running in LA that I'm bringing to Phoenix, man. But I'm big on nutrition and health. I'm actually a nutritionist. So I'm big on, a lot of people don't know that, but I'm a nutritionist, man. I study food, study minerals, study vitamins, just what we're supposed to put on our bodies, how we need to maintain, how we can avoid different diseases that's coming through food, etc. But that's been going crazy, so I've been just getting ready to launch that in the city and go crazy with that. But the Marina going to come out, then I'm going to launch, Wave Prep. But I would say this summer, man, I'm aiming by July. If I can get stuff mixed up, get everything kind of done and packaged up, man, we gonna hit them with July, and I'll make sure I send you that exclusive so you can hear it. Or just pull up on me in the stool. You know what I mean? Pull up, rock.
I'll pull up.
You know what I mean? Yeah, pull up, bro. We'll have some drinks, let you vibe.
Hell
Let me know what you think about the, you know what I mean, the project and all that. And we'll get to it.
I'm with it for sure. Hit me for sure.
Easy. You know
Hit
what I
me
mean?
for sure.
That's live. Yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's dope as fuck. So, wait, so are you gonna be having like meal preps for that?
Meal preps, yeah.
Okay, I'm tapping in with you.
Tap in with me, man. We do it all. Calorie count, Mike. You know what I'm saying? Macros, all of that, man. We're gonna get you sturdy. We keep it sturdy, man. So
I'm gonna need protein meals.
Man,
protein.
I mean, shoot, we got protein and everything, basically. But you know, you're gonna be shooting around like 45 to 60 on a meal. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Grams of protein. So you're gonna be sturdy on that end.
Dope.
So
Hell yeah,
we ain't gonna shortchange you, my boy. We're gonna get you right. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, quality too.
We're gonna talk about that later, bro. But I'm huge into all that too.
Okay, fine, man.
Health and fitness and all that.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, let's get it.
Let's get it for sure. Well, shit, man. So before we end, man, you know, if you could let the people know, man, what does J-Waves want to be remembered for or remembered as, you know, when you done with all this shit, man?
Man.
When you dead and gone, when you done with all this, bro, if you decide to fly to whatever island and disappear, what does J-Waves want to be remembered for, bro?
I love that question, man. Like, really, bro, just for uplifting the people, man, giving back to the community, being authentic. You know, just always stay yourself, man. Like you spoke about earlier, Staz, is just like everybody want to be somebody that they not, you know, and it's just like, yo, just be yourself. That's the biggest thing that, you know, anybody ever told me is, yo, like just be you. Like, you ain't gotta fit no molds. You ain't gotta do nothing that you ain't supposed to do. Like, do like what your God given purpose was. If you don't know what that is, find out what that is. You know what I mean? Pray, get in tune with yourself. Like, a lot of people too busy just looking at other people's lives that they can't even tell you nothing about their own life, you know, because you too caught up in everybody else's stuff. So just be the best person that you could be, man. That's what I want to be remembered for, is just being authentic, man. Just giving my heart and soul to anything that I do, staying true, man, and just remembering that everything is always bigger than you. You know what I mean? Like, you know, a lot of people say ain't nothing bigger than a program, and that's true. Just, you know, you just got to always remember what you're doing it for and who you're doing it for, man. But I do it for the city, for the people, for the culture, man. Straight lace, you feel me?
Hell yeah, that's facts. Ain't nobody bigger than the program, yo. For real. That's dope shit, yo. That's dope shit, man. Once again, man, we here at AZ2 Active, man. I got J-Waves, man, sitting next to me, bro. It's been a pleasure, bro.
Man, this has been fire, man. I ain't did one of these in a minute, man, especially since the project.
Yeah.
So, you just having me here, man, chopping game, bro. It's been a blessing, bro. I appreciate it, for real.
Facts, bro.
For real.
J-Waves in the building, y'all. Desert Water Records, man.
Shout out.
Southside Phoenix in the building,
hey,
man.
Double S, baby.
This is the definition of active, man. It's your boy Staz, the Italian Stallion, you heard, a.k.a. ESPN Staz, because I'm bringing it to you like a highlight, you feel me?
Yes, sir.
So we about to wrap this thing up, man. We out this bitch. Peace.
Gone.